What's up, guys? It's Chief here, and welcome back to another FC26 video. Today, we are going to be watching and reacting to the official Ultimate Team deep dive for FC26. We got a ton of new information for the upcoming game, from new game modes, evolutions, how gameplay is going to work. This is looking to be the most promising year ever for this game. So let's go ahead and dive right into it.
Here's what's new in Football Ultimate Team for FC26. An exciting expansion of FUT's competitive structure with live events, including gauntlets and the return of tournaments, introducing more ways to compete and earn rewards. A revamp of Rivals and Champs, including the removal of qualifiers and the addition of a second tier of Weekend League. Huge improvements to disconnects on draws, plus repeatable evos, and an overhauled gameplay experience powered by community feedback and tuned specifically for Ultimate Team. Let's kick off with live events, a new home.
Can I just say before this even goes forward, these menus look unbelievable. Like, it's relatively similar to the FC25 menus in terms of like the tabs at the top and whatnot, but these just look so clean. And I think this is actually the most interesting part with tournaments and gauntlets and whatnot. So let's see what they have to say here.
For a variety of competitions, starting with the return of tournaments. Backed by popular demand, tournaments are high-stakes knockout football at its best, with winners advancing and losers getting sent back to the lobby. Tournament matchmaking ensures you'll always face an opponent in the same round as you, guaranteeing intense matchups every step of the way.
See, that is huge. Basically, what they said there is you're always going to play somebody that's in the exact same round as you, which is how draft matchmaking works. It's not like Foot Champs, where you're basically going to be on some sort of elo based on how many wins you get. Or even, I think that's how it is in Gauntlet when they get into it later in the video. You basically have a win form, and then you get matched against people with similar win forms. This is strictly based off of what round you're in. So if you're a bad player, you could beat another bad player in round one. And then if you get into round two, there could still be somebody that's not very good there, or you could just be playing the best player in the world. And I really like that sort of matchmaking. I think it's super important. I think these tournaments are going to completely transform the game because I feel like the gameplay aspect of FC over the last couple of years has just become monotonous. Like, over the weekend, I'm going to get my weekend league done. I'm going to get my rivals done. And then it's like, what else do I do if I get my wins? But now we're going to have all these different modes, which I think are going to bring a lot more fun and a lot more variety to the game.
You'll compete for unique, tournament-specific rewards and have regular opportunities to experience the intensity and glory of knockout football throughout.
See, this interface right here, the little tournament interface is just perfect. It reminds me of like the FIFA 17, FIFA 18 tournaments, maybe even FIFA 16. If you remember, you'd play a tournament and you would win like a team of the season Sane, or you'd play a tournament and you won like a Footies Aubameyang or something. The rewards that they can add into these and make those rewards feel exclusive. Like if you came up against somebody and they had the Footies Royce card from winning the tournament 3 times, you knew that person was really, really good. So it's similar to like the Mycon and the Maldini leagues that were in friendlies this past year, but tournaments I think are just so much more fun. And then the other thing that was mentioned here is you could get a reward for winning each individual round, and you can just continue to claim those rewards as you go.
For unique, tournament-specific rewards and have regular opportunities to
Look at this. So you get a gold pack for winning round one, and then you get something for winning round two, something for round three, and you can claim it as you go, unlike draft, where you just claim it at the end after you win the draft or whatever round you lose. So I think this is really cool as well.
experience the intensity and glory of knockout football throughout the season. Gauntlets are a new live event designed to test your club depth, making every one of your players more important and challenging your ability to compete with different squads. Each gauntlet consists of a set number of matches. But here's the catch. You must use a completely new squad every single match. Unlike tournaments, you won't get knocked out when you lose, but the more wins you get, the better your rewards will be. Live events are also replacing and reinventing.
See, this gauntlet thing gets me really excited too, because it gives people a reason not to just build their best possible team and that's it. Like, I know over the last couple of years, all I've had is just like my main team, and I could throw everything else into an SBC. It doesn't matter. But this takes me back again to like FIFA 16, FIFA 17, where you have to have multiple squads because they said here that there's different rounds of the gauntlet, and this is going to range from a gauntlet's going to be 3 games at the beginning of FC 26, and it's going to go up to 5 games, and you have to play with a completely different squad in every single round. Your starters, your bench, everything. So you might have a League One team like you see here, and then in the second round of the gauntlet, you switch to your Premier League team. And it takes me back to having like fitness teams where I'd have a Premier League team, I'd have a La Liga team, and it gives a reason to actually build your entire club up and have a bunch of different squads and a variation of different good players to use.
Must use a completely new squad every single match. Unlike tournaments, you won't get knocked out when you lose, but the more wins you get, the better your rewards will be. Live events are also replacing and reinventing friendlies. Live events, including gauntlets and tournaments, can have squad requirements, house rules, and newly added entry requirements, allowing you to qualify.
Entry requirements is interesting here. So you have to complete an objective group to be able to play in this live event, and you have to be maximum Division 6 in rivals. So I think that's really cool because again, it kind of like it brings more to the game rather than the monotonous feeling of during the week I get my rivals wins. During the weekend, I play my champs games and that's it. It's like, okay, I need to get to this division and complete this objective so then I can go play this friendly. And then I need to finish up getting this player for my La Liga team so I can play the next round of the gauntlet. And I need to finish my One Nation squad so that I can play in the One Nation tournament as well. There's just like there's so many different areas to go to, and if it's all well balanced and there's a reason to play it all, it's going to feel like there's like depth to the game rather than the same thing every week.
Added entry requirements, allowing you to qualify for events by completing objectives, such as winning a qualifier tournament. We've also made big changes to Rivals and Champs based on your feedback. Bounties are the first huge addition to Rivals. One-game objectives that pop up every few matches and give you a chance at immediate rewards. Complete the challenge and you'll earn weekly reward points, accelerated progress, season pass points, or even packs. Bounties won't always be about the win, with challenges like score the first goal giving you a chance to earn rewards regardless of the match result. Checkpoints have also been improved to help.
That is the whole bounties thing is incredible to me because it goes back to the previous point of it takes away like the monotonous feeling of just getting wins to get rewards at the end. Like I could just sit there and play rivals if I have all my wins and like sick, a bounty popped up, we can get a premium gold pack here, or it'll give us a coin boost, or it'll give us some SP so we can get to the next season pass level. Like it just gives reason to play the game outside of just like getting wins and that's it. And it gives random objectives as well. Now they say here that it's going to pop up every couple games. I think in the pitch notes, which we're going to go over in tomorrow's video, it says is random. And I watched, I forget exactly what it was. It was Foot Accountant, and he was interviewing an EA dev, not the Foot Economist interview, but I believe his name was Richard. He said that they want these to feel special, so they're not going to be popping up like every game or every other game. So I'm interested to see how often you get these, but it's going to give people a reason to play, which I absolutely love.
Rewards. Complete the challenge and you'll earn weekly reward points, accelerated progress, season pass points, or even packs. Bounties won't always be about the win, with challenges like score the first goal giving you a chance to earn rewards regardless of the match result. Checkpoints have also been improved to help players who felt stuck in difficult divisions, with the addition of limited checkpoints, which allow relegation after a set number of losses. We heard your feedback, and Champions playoffs are no more. In FC 26, you'll qualify for Champions directly by reaching a high enough division and earning Champions qualification points. And for those lower division players, we're introducing Challenges, a second tier of champions that allows people of different skill levels to experience the thrill of Weekend League.
So before we get into it, I do like removing champs qualifiers because it almost just felt like an extra nonsense piece to get into champs, and having it be rivals based gives people a reason to focus on rivals and be in a higher division and just kind of like find the spot that fits them best. I don't think this is finalized, but I think it'll be like divisions 1 through 4 or 1 through 5 will qualify for champs, and then division 6 and down will be challengers.
But don't worry, champions will still be the pinnacle, with stiffer competition and better rewards. We're building on our improvements in FC25 regarding disconnects. We know your stance and we agree. Players shouldn't be able to take wins away from you by quitting early. We also know when these quits typically happen and when they're the most frustrating. Late in a game, after a red card, or before a penalty. In FC26, if the score is tied and your opponent disconnects in any of these situations, not just by the menu, but by any method, you will receive the win. Evolutions are changing based on your
So my thing with that is like, why not just make it whenever you're drawing and your opponent quits, you just get the win? Like, why are they so hesitant to like give us what I guess they would deem a free win? Maybe there's cheaters out there that manage to match each other, but like they're just gonna score own goals anyway. And I just don't know why we can't just get the win every time somebody quits at a draw rather than having to be late in the game or after a goal or after a red card, whatever it may be. But the gameplay changes that they just went into, because I think they're done in terms of the modes, I'm super excited about. I think tournaments are going to change the way people play the game. I think Gauntlet is going to change the way people have to build their clubs and build different league and nation teams to play the Gauntlet. And I think the rivals and champs, the way they refined it makes it less monotonous, like I've been saying.
feedback as well. In FC26, some evos will be repeatable, similar to how it works with SBCs and objectives. Cosmetic evos will now also stack, and you'll be able to maintain the look of some evos so you can still boost the player's ratings without losing existing visuals. The Ultimate Edition comes with one extra evo slot,
Oh,
meaning
yes.
you'll be able to evo 2 players at once from the very beginning of the year. We know these details matter, and each will make the Ultimate Team experience better. But the most fundamental change, and the one you've been the most vocal about, is gameplay.
So on the Evo front, like having repeatable Evos is great. We'll be able to get more Evos. Having cosmetic Evo stack is awesome. I don't think we're really going to know a ton about this until they actually implement it and we see what happens. I just want to make sure that the game doesn't just become strictly evolutions. Like there needs to be still reason to buy players off the market, to do SBC players and things like that. So while Evos are probably my favorite part of the game right now, we need to make sure it doesn't become too Evo-centric, I guess.
Ultimate Team now has its very own gameplay experience called competitive gameplay. It's tuned to maximize 3 things: responsiveness, consistency, and control. And it's designed to deliver the fast, dynamic, and attacking football you've been asking for. We mentioned quicker passing, more fluid dribbling, fewer AI blocks and tackles, fewer bounce backs, and more responsive animations in our gameplay deep dive. But there are even more ways competitive gameplay is tuned for player control and responsiveness. You'll see fewer goals from keeper rebounds. Although this happens in real life, we know it's a frustrating way to concede, and it feels out of your control. That's the exact feeling competitive gameplay is aimed at addressing. Player stamina is also being treated differently. As your players tire, they'll remain just as explosive and agile, but only when you're controlling them, to reward active defending and player switching. One-touch passes are also more responsive. Now, passes can sometimes be triggered in as little as 1 frame before receiving the ball, making your players more reactive to split-second decisions you make. Each of these changes makes the game feel more responsive and encourages you to be in control, which is the feeling we want you to have when you play Ultimate Team this year. Ultimate Team is about you, the players you love.
I mean, all the gameplay changes I absolutely love. I think it's going to feel a lot quicker, more responsive, like they've said. I'm not going to go a ton into those just because we have some previous videos on the gameplay deep dive, kind of getting into everything like that. And I'm going to get my hands on the beta here today and play that for the first time. I've heard some really positive things. So gameplay, I am super, super excited as well.
Your favorite modes, the choices you make as you play. And we hope that by expanding FUT's competitive structure with more ways to compete, improving core parts of the FUT experience, and introducing competitive gameplay, that you'll feel in control, on and off the pitch. Look out for more FUT info in the pitch notes right after this and on our social channels. Pre-order the FC26 Ultimate Edition
And that
now
is it for that video. To be honest, that just gets me so excited for this game. I mean, again, the tournaments, the gauntlet, changing rivals and champs. I mean, we're gonna have goalkeeper evos, which I think is gonna be underwhelming for a lot of people, just because it'll be like, okay, my goalkeeper's a different color now with +1 stat. I guess this is what I've been waiting for. But I'm super excited about this. Let me know what you guys think. Tournament Gauntlet cannot wait. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.